if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are continuing watching Spy and Family, and we are on the 4th episode, so let's see what it has. Let's go. Alright, we are starting straight from the opening. That is really pretty. Happy to see it again. Like the colors, I really like the color palette in it, you know. It's always so nice to see when it's this kind of colorful style and cartoonish style as well. I think that's really adorable. But I talked about it before, so I wonder if we could not. Actually, I didn't write down the name of the friend that is kind of our informant. I guess that's one misgiving that I have. I wrote Vistalis and Ostania down, and I think in this episode we are going. So as I said before, we are in Ostania right now, right? We are going to have an interview. I assume I'm kinda that's what I expect, and I was really looking forward to it. So I'm sure it will go fine. I wonder if our Twilight he thinks like the answers in his head that Tanya should say, and she can just repeat them, so they should be fine. Yeah, and I still don't have actually subtitles for the lyrics of the opening. I have no idea what they're saying. That's unfortunate. Looking clean. So tidy. Efficient. Yes, same. Oh, the prestigious school's interview. Yeah, as I expected. Okay. How many people they admit to class? So they start evaluate. Yeah, they started evaluation already. Okay. Oh, already some fails. I'm glad I'm not going to this school. He has this look about him. Like I've seen someone similar to him before. I don't know. That's what I do with my life. If I don't know what to do in a social situation, I copy a person who is good at social situations. He's so impressed. Oh, barely. Shit. I know, like, Anya, she isn't very elegant, so... I think Yor is very elegant, though. Wait until you're in the bathroom. Do they have to help or do they have to not help? So he's already a student here and he was used to... Very elegant! What? How did they change here? Where? Behind the bushes? I feel like it's going to be a roller coaster for this old dude. He would be like super elegant. Oh no, not elegant. Super again. True identity. Holy shit! What the heck? You know, I wouldn't want to learn in this college that it's so disrespectful to the people who are trying to get into it. Oh. Why there are animals on the school grounds? This is so... Wait. This is even dangerous, he can fucking die! Do we have a third change of clothes? Ah, it's all this fault. That... He looks cool. Like he's from Kiss. They have their own music group. Use her face. Poor bull. Holy shit. In a yoga class, sure. The cows are scared. Can she hear cows' thoughts too? Aww, that's so sweet. I love cows too. There were cows like in the countryside. We actually owned a cow at one point when I was small. They're really sweet. So I'm waiting for the first change of clothes. You know, for a dude who is screaming so much about elegance, he's not very elegant himself. Oh, I like her blue dress even more. Oh. That's it? The interview is done? Oh, no, I guess we still have to do the interview. It's just that we are not eliminated yet. This one is even prettier. I love the pink dress. It's so cute. But holy shit, this school. No, in what? So he's listening in to know like what they're asking and what to be prepared for. Ooh, the cool look. 1 second, holy shit. Yeah, that is the issue. That is completely, as we talked before. When it's not only you, when you have to also, like, okay. Aww. All right. Seems nice. Hopefully they thought that through. That's actually true. It's actually smart to use your true feelings and facts. It's easier to keep up than with what, like you are saying. That is sweet. That's rude. That was uncouth. He's not very elegant. Ooh, I see. How do they call it? Ooh. Shouldn't he be fired then? Like by the rules of this establishment. Yeah, now he's praising them. So they would be like, feel good about themselves, you know? So they would warm up to him. Cutie. Oh, she's nervous. That is true. That she does. It's a good answer. They're getting along super well. Like how you deal with this. I mean, every person should be able to cook at least somehow, but yeah, she said she's good at cleaning. Wow, he's so, yeah. Yeah, but because this guy is being horrible. This is the scariest. Go to museums, operas, eat operas. Don't say that! Don't say that, girl! That worked out! I can't believe it! That was close. Oh. Such a incredible song. He's a spy. Oh, that is so cute. Oh. Wow, his questions are fucking problematic. I wonder if she even like knew her parents. I think no. Like, I want to punch him in the face. He even made her cry. That's horrible. And Yoris being so protective. That is sweet. Oh, he's thinking the same thing as I do. He wants to punch him in the face. That was a mosquito. I mean, yeah, your school is pretty trash. These tests and these horrible questions this guy did, and these guys didn't stop him. Yes. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. That was very elegant. Oh gosh. That is so cool that even despite the mission, that is like his main objective. I think he did a very respectable thing. I think she did great. It's like the dude's fault. Then she thinks she will be like back in the orphanage if his mission fails and he doesn't need her anymore. Mm-hmm. Well, it's at least 2 versus 1 there, I suppose. Anya's face. Oh, they're fantastic photo. Bad sign. Okay, so while there's this cute ending, first few points I wanted to make. First of all, this kind of interview, that's also an opportunity for the family to evaluate the college. And so I feel like in this case, like if we are not taking mission into account, right, this is a completely respectable thing to say. Like, we don't need you to choose us anymore because we are not choosing you. You as a college failed to impress us, so to say, right? And I feel like the way the college handled it from the very start was very disrespectful to the potential students as well. The way they were being like tested and everything, and observed from the very beginning, but like the tests themselves, and then the questions being so like personal, invasive, in terms of this Mr. like Swan, I think he doesn't deserve this pretty surname, was very rude and in many ways he was being kind of sexist towards Yor, which already made Twilight unhappy. He was like, what the heck, what, like, you're telling what she's like supposed to do, that's like expected of her, not expected of her. And then turned on to Anya and made her cry. And obviously I feel like Yor and Twilight, they are both now feeling protective of Anya because she's a little cute girl. That is, like, I suppose, a natural instinct for the adults to want to protect the little cubs, the little children, especially like the littler they are, the more they need protection. And also, this is a child they are already emotionally attached to in a way. They're spending time with her and she's been super adorable too, which helps. And so obviously, especially when she starts crying, this is also a huge signal that she needs protection, right? That she was kind of attacked in some way. And so obviously it creates a natural reaction from both of them, which also I still found very sweet. I think the whole interview really showed how much they now care about each other, and especially the culmination of it when Twilight basically said, if you don't respect us, if you make children cry, if you act like this as a college, then we have no reason to choose you. Why would we respect you if you don't respect us? That we are just going to leave now. And I like how he even said, I think he said like thank you for your time. We are no, I don't know. You gotta use the phrase that I think the interviewers themselves would usually use, but he kind of turned it on them, which I thought was a nice moment. I think that, yeah, that really showed that even though this all started as his mission, he's supposed to do the mission, and this is very important because it's about like trying to prevent the war as well, as far as I understood, but he still chose like the integrity of his family over this mission in that moment. And I thought that was really impressive because that showed how much they are now like attached to each other, and their answers as well. They weren't just something they memorized. A lot of what they said, it seemed to come from the heart. When Yor was talking about her feelings towards Twilight, or a bit maybe towards Anya as well. Well, it's obvious she adored her from the beginning though. And when Twilight himself, he was explaining like his meeting and his feelings towards Yor, he chose to include a lot of like actual things happening and his actual feelings. And obviously Anya herself as well, when she said like how 100% I love both of them so much, that also came obviously from the heart. So that was super adorable. The guy, I guess I should write down the instructors as well, but let's say the guy with gray glasses, he seemed to be super sweet and everything, and he liked their sweet answers, their love towards each other. He was like, oh, and I think he would not have no problems with them. Then the guy with a monocle, he was very impressed by their elegance. He has very interesting views like on what elegance is. I'm actually like curious now what his like criteria are. I think he's becoming more and more interesting. I think the funniest thing is that he's like, oh, everyone has to be elegant, but then he's running through the corridor, jumping, screaming, which doesn't really scream elegance to me. So he is pretty funny, and he obviously also likes this family, and I think his thoughts in the end implied that he wants to make sure that Anya is admitted in school, because he's thinking like, are you ready to face head on all these instructors, I suppose, including that horrible Swan. I'm sorry if he's not Swan guy. And this means that they're getting admitted, and he's thinking, okay, how is she gonna handle it being in this school now, right? And obviously the guy I remember the word, I think it's called nepotism, and it means that this horrible dude, he is only here because of his family, because his family was influential and is still influential, as he said. So other instructors, they can't really object much because he can use his family influence against them somehow. But I think still during the interview they tried a little bit. They were like, okay, this question is uncouth, this is rude, you shouldn't ask that. So at least they did try something a little bit, but at the same time, in the very end, where it all came like to a culmination, so to say, they didn't really step in to protect the crying child and like the family. And I feel like there seems to be really a problem in this school, because on one hand they say, oh, we have this like family values and elegance values, but they have a dude in this how to say it, a group of people who are supposed to judge the potential candidates, right? They have a dude who is going like against all of their values. He is a horrible human being. He doesn't have he obviously, there must be a reason why his wife is divorcing him, and we can see like what could be the reason, judging by his opinion of women. Like he thinks that it's just something you take for granted, that a woman is supposed to like keep the house and everything, and you can imagine how horrible he was to his wife, so no wonder she wants to divorce him. I wonder how they even got together. And something like with the custody, if he's not being given even half the custody of the child, so maybe there are reasons why the court thinks he is not good enough to take care of his children. So there are a lot of problems obviously with him as a family man. So he already on many aspects doesn't fit the mold of the school, like what they expect from the people in the school, from the students and from the instructors, I suppose. So by all by all accounts, he should be fired, but they only can do, but because he has this influence, he feels like he can do whatever he wants. So he's like the main villain, I suppose, here. And I guess that's it for this episode. This was really interesting, really exciting. We'll see, I guess, the next one. I think we are going to receive a letter that we are getting into this school. And also another point I forgot to mention, like about Anya's mom, we don't really know anything. I thought she like didn't even know her parents. Maybe she just thinks, oh, I wonder like who my mom is, like where she is, or they like died. Maybe did we even get like any of that? I honestly don't think so. She just was saying like mama doesn't exist. Well, obviously since she's an orphan, I assume that most likely her parents are dead. So that's that. I'm just thinking like does she have any memories of them? I can assume that no. But yeah, that was a horrible question overall. Like, who do you like? This is like a question, who do you like more, your mom or your dad? Yeah, maybe some people, they would know, like some kids, they would know obviously who they like more, but some of them maybe like their parents equally. And in the end of the day, the question itself is not a good question. You are not supposed to ask this. It's the same as you would ask a mom, like, remember how we were watching like a little spoiler alert if you didn't watch Monster to the end, okay? So you've been warned. So we were watching this monster anime, right? And the issue there was like where all the problems have started, I think, the point, right? Where she had to choose like which child stays with her and which one goes like to the mansion or something like that, like which one they can take. And I think she hesitated, and then she chose one. And I think the moment that she has to choose one of her children, it's like being asked, who do you like more, who do you like less? And this is also a very incorrect question to ask. This maybe, I don't know. I don't have any kids myself, so I have no idea. And my mom, I have a sister, so we have like 2 kids in family. And my mom always told me like, I love both of you equally, obviously, like a mom is supposed to tell you, right? So I don't know. Maybe some parents they like their children equally. Maybe some parents have their favorites. But again, it's something that should stay within that person's mind, right? Because that could really impact the child that learns, oh, I'm the one that like my mom doesn't love, or I'm the one that is being loved the least, right? And it can really bring some drastic consequences, at least for their self-esteem, for example, right? And so in this case, it was also a horrible question, like, who do you love more, your dead mom or your like current stepmom? And maybe you like them both. You loved your mom, and your stepmom is super sweet. You like have no objections against her, but maybe like you have stronger feelings towards your biological mom. And you are still small. You only had your stepmom maybe for less time, right? So maybe you would love like your biological mom more, but it's still a horrible question to ask. You are not supposed to like be asked that, and you don't have to answer questions like that. So I think that was really like the tipping point. I was trying to end the video, but yeah, I think I just wanted to like talk about this also a little. Okay, I think with that, yeah, that's probably it. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. Please share your thoughts without spoilers, of course, in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and see ya.